This conference will now be recorded.
Now assume we have develop branch as well. So develop branch also has to be built, right? So whatever code merged, developed and merged into develop branch. So initially developers will develop their code in feature branches. Once they have completed the development in feature branches, they will merge. They have to merge their code to the develop branch. And whatever code in the develop branch that has to be built, right? So at that time, what we have to do? Normally, what we do, for example, take a job one, for example. Here I'm taking job one, and freestyle project I'm taking. And here source code, I will take give git, and then here I have to copy the path. HTTPS, right? So this is a path now. And before that, what I have to do? I have to install Maven plugin, right? Apply so that I can save this settings. Now, how to install plugin? Go to dashboard, click on manage. I will show you another step as well. For example, instead of coming back one by one step to backwards, instead of that, for example, you are at this stage now. You are at this stage now. Now here I have copied the plugin. Sorry, the git URL I have given. Now I forgot. I recollected that I have to install Maven so that I can build here. I can add invoke top level Maven targets. I want to select this one, but I just recollected that I don't have Maven. So no need to click on dashboard directly. If you hover your mouse over here carefully, you'll see for dashboard there is an arrow, down arrow is coming. If you you click on that, you'll get some more options. You see, in that if you go to Jenkins, manage Jenkins, you will see some more options here. You see, so in that if you see carefully, where I have to go to tools, right? In the tools only I have Maven plugin. So directly I can navigate like this. I can click on tools now. It's saying leave, yes, leave. Now directly I'm into the tools page. So no need to go to dashboard and then click on manage plugins and then click on tools. Those many steps no need to do. Now scroll down. Now click on add Maven. Version is 3.96. Apply. Now go to our our job, right? Go to click on dashboard. Our job one is there. So directly you can click here down arrow and click on configure. Directly you can click on configure. We are in the configuration now. Now source code, my code management path I have already given. Then I have to do what? Build steps. Build steps. Go to build step. In the build step, I want to build using Maven build tool. Select this one. In the its default, it's showing default. Select Maven 3.96. Now goals are I want to clean the existing binary files or var files, and then I have to rebuild as a package as a var file. Now it is selected. Then apply. Right. Save it. By the way, go to configure one more time. I forgot to show you one more thing. In the Git, if you come down, the branches to build, this option you should observe here. Branches to build. What branches we have to build? So as of now, it is showing master. So now I am changing to main. That is fine. But tomorrow I want to build another branch. Not from main. I want to build from main develop branch. But again, I have to come over here and I have to say develop branch. I have to modify the configuration. So what if our Jenkins asks us which branch you want to select? So if you can add branches like main branch, develop branch, if you give a list like a drop down, like here you see here is a drop down, for example, none. Here it is under credentials. We have a drop down. If you drop down, it will show you list of branches, for example. Then you can select the whichever branch you want to build instead of type modifying here again and again manually, right? So for that, what we have to do? So we have an option called, if you scroll up, if you come down, see general, here you describe This is a shopping website. Then you scroll down, we have an option called this project is parameterized. So if you choose this one, not only for branches, you can do a lot of logic here. So click on this project parameterized and add parameter. Now it will say multiple options are there: Boolean parameter, choice parameter, credentials, file parameters. Many are there. So we can use them as per our requirement. Now current requirement is I want a choice parameter. Select this one. When you select, it will ask you, so give the what heading. So it will ask you which branch you want to select. Okay, so you can give some name like something like uh, build branch name, build branch name. This is the name I want to give, build branch name. Okay, copy this. I'm copying it. Choices, what you want to show. Suppose in my GitHub, whatever branches I am having here, as of now main having, and develop branch is not there. In a moment I will be adding develop branch as well. It is not there now. So I want main branch, develop branch. So here you can say main branch, press enter, develop branch. These two I want to list out. You can have whatever you want. You can have release branch also. You can have what you call finally uh, feature branch also. But here the main branch mostly comes at the bottom. But anyway, forget about the order. These are the items I want to see. These branches I want to have every time whenever I want to build. See here, one more thing. Duplicate this window. Build dashboard. Select this job one again. You see it's showing as build now. Build now it is showing, and after adding branch parameters, it will change the content here. It will change. We'll see that. Now these are the things I want, and then what? Then come down here near branch specifier. So you can leave any. You can say any. You can leave for blank. If you leave blank, then it will treat it as any branch. But as of now, here I don't want that. Here I will remove this. I will remove this. Then I will give the name of the branch. This one, the branch name. This one I will give here. So that when I give over here, then whenever you want to build a branch, it will ask. This will give these options, four options to us to select. So here I will say syntax is somewhat different. Dollar curly bracket, paste your branch name and close the curly bracket. This is the syntax we have to use. If you use this syntax, what happens? So whenever you try to build, then it will display the four options here, so that you can select one of them and you can build those particular branch. Only that particular branch you can build. So these steps and everything I will send you in a notes after the session is over. After while uploading the recording, I will upload the steps as well. So for now, I will apply now. Save it. Now you see it's changed to build with parameters. You see build with parameters. Before how it was build now, but now it changed with build with parameters. So how to build with parameters? These notes I will to save some time. I'm not mentioning all the steps. I will mention it later. But as of now, just try to understand, and I will send you the steps as well. So now go to dashboard again. Right, it is not built now. Now click on again job one, for example. Build with parameters will come. Right, now click on build with parameters. When you click on, you see build branch name is coming up, and a pop up a list drop down also coming up. And here we have the four options. Four branches will be listed over here. As of now, I don't have develop branch, release branch, feature branch. I have only main branch. I will select main branch. Then click on build option. Here we will build option. When you build, let's see how it is building. So assignment is you practice attaching this with Tomcat as well. How? See how you know, then what? Okay, here it is, build is successful. Okay, build is successful. Now what I am going to do is that I am creating a build develop branch. In the develop branch, when I build a new develop branch, let me explain step by step, otherwise you'll confuse. Now it's a main branch. Then first of all, you know where my code is existing. So my code existing in this folder, my local folder, right? So by the way, when you working on this, please clone this. Okay, clone this. I will put it in the notes as well. Clone this path. Clone this, give a git clone and give this path. You will get the code. Okay, you will get the code and you can experiment on that code. Now, okay, it's expired. No problem. What I will do, I will go to my
Madam,
folder.
please also share the code as well, which you have
Yeah,
deployed in the chat.
when you cloned, you will get everything. When you clone now, you will get the code everything. When you clone now, you will get all these 4 files. So here, if I say show more options, so simply what I have to do, this is the folder I have the code. Go here, get inside. Here I'm saying show more options because this was already a clone. This was already cloned. That is the reason. Now I want to change my code. For example, I cloned it some few days back. Now I want to change the code inside this. Then how to? Oh, and I also change and I also want to push the latest code. This normally who do? Not DevOps engineers. This will be done by the developers. Right? Developers, what you will do? You will go to this folder and right click here, show more options. You'll click it on open Git bash here. So here is a it's a main branch. He's showing is a main branch, right? Is in the main branch. When you say ls, here, the source is already available here. So when you clone, everything you will get, right? Right. Next thing is what? Now I want a new branch with develop branch, and you know how to create a new branch. Very simple, right? Git branch and branch name. It is develop branch. And you also know whenever you create a branch, whatever files available in the main branch automatically are copied into the develop branch. This we discussed already. Enter. Now, now we are not pointing to develop branch, right? How to point? Git checkout. The git checkout branch name. When you do that, your develop branch will appear here. This I'm doing on XP on my Windows on my laptop. That is the reason it is showing colorful everything. But before, while we practicing, we did on EC2 instances. We created 2 instances, and then at that time we don't have these colors, right? But since I'm doing on my laptop, that is the reason we are able to see somewhat properly, some with colors and those things. But anyway, I'm on the develop branch. But those things I'm not interested. I'm not interested in these things. So I'm just interested that I want my develop branch should appear here. It is not here. So to appear here, what I have to do? I have to push my develop branch. For that, you don't need to do checkout like this. Just to show here, I am doing this step. Otherwise, it's not mandatory step. Now I will do what? Git push. To what is the path? What is my central repository path? It is available in the origin. Yes or no? When you say config hyphen list, the origin is a variable. It holding my path. This is my path. This is my repository name. You see, FedEx is a repository. So to this repository, I want to push my branch. So this is the same repository, right? This is the same repository we are seeing here. To this repository, I want to push. Then what I have to do? Simply git push. So origin. Origin means the path I got. Now, what you want to, which branch you want to push? Which branch changes you want to push? I want to push a new develop branch, which just now I created. Enter. Now it is pushed now. Now what I have to do? Let's go here. And here only one main branch. Now just click on this repository. It will be refreshed. Right now, go here. You will see the branch as well. When you click on develop branch, you'll see it's pointing to develop branch and the same files are there. And what is your assignment? Your assignment is two. One is again you create your Tomcat server and then you have to deploy the develop branch code. So when you deploy, I will tell you. Well, I'll tell you. Anyway, we are in the develop branch now. Now let's go to our Jenkins tool. Okay, this one I will close. Now this time, we have two branches now. Build with parameters. We have now develop branch as well. Previously it was not there. If I select release branch, for example, what will happen? Release branch is not there. If release branch is not there, then it should fail, right? It is failed. So why it is failed? Go to console. It is saying error, could not find any revision to build. So no branch is available over there. That is the reason it is failed. So again, here directly build with parameters. I have again directly clicking. Here I will select develop branch and build now. Now this time, because we have the develop branch, it should work. Yes, it is worked. It has worked, right? But what is the use? No output. I'm not have deployed, right? I'm not deployed. But you see, it has pulled from our develop branch. Since we have selected develop branch, it has pulled from develop branch. Okay. So what your assignment is, you have to deploy this. So you change code in develop branch. You main branch, we have the same code, but in the develop branch, you change the code. And when you deploy, main branch should look different, and when you deploy develop branch, it should look different. Change some content here and there, like we did before. Just a moment, please. You see here, git, here it's pulling from develop branch. From here it is pulling, right? Develop branch. So what your assignment is, when you clone your code, you will get the code. You simply double click here and go to main. See where I'm doing it? In this source, go to source in the main folder. In the web app, index.jsp will be there. Okay, go there. Index.jsp, right? This one you right click and open in 8 with notepad++. Something you change, you can change the title or else something, whatever you wish. In develop branch, whatever we learned, that you can implement. You change this content something, but do it in the develop branch, and then you push the develop branch. Then when you deploy in Tomcat, you should see that changes. It will take some 40 minutes time, but you practice, then you will get some confidence. So your main branch, when you deploy your main branch, you have to you will see a different output. That means you have to complete the build completely. You have to configure your build. That means go to configure. So you have to post build step also. In this also you have to add your Tomcat. You have to deploy, first of all, deploy to container plugin has to be installed. That will shown here. Then same thing, whatever we did on the previous session Tomcat, the same thing you have to do it again, and you should see the output differently. Any questions, please? Any confusion here, please let me know. If you have any confusions, let me know, no problem. I'll try to explain. So this way, in real time, we'll select the branches. Whatever branches you want, you will select. Here I'm not showing Tomcat deployment because, as you know, again I have to take some time to set it up. Otherwise, I would have shown you. It will take some time consuming. That's the reason I'm not showing. Instead, I'm giving you this as a task. And then, right now we saw GitHub hook, we saw Pole SCM, we saw, and let's see what is build after other projects are built. This other option, build after other projects are built. Normally in real time, what happens? They will be their projects. They will normally they nowadays most of the companies follow. They in 20-25 years back, they used to develop using monolithic applications at that time, like desktop applications. Monolithic means a single exe. When they build the application, they will get output as a single binary file, only one binary file. So long back, that is a long back story. But nowadays, what they're doing it now, they going with microservices. So the same monolithic application will be subdivided into multiple services, multiple projects you can think of. These microservices can be developed by different teams. So once it is divided into multiple different projects, they can they can individual teams can work on each service. When each service is nothing but is a project again, when each service is built again, every service will again give output as a new binary file or a exe file or a var file. So every service will do some particular job. For example, if you take amazon.in, for example, mobile app, whenever you want to see mobile section, when you go to mobile section, you will get all mobile details, right? You can think it as a mobile service, some mobile service. Similarly, refrigerator section, that you can think as a another service related to all refrigerator. Like that, every product they will create as a service, separate service. But the complete amazon.in application can't be a single exe file, one single binary file. It can't be like that. Why? If one single exe is there, one application is as a single exe you are making, then tomorrow something crashed, some application somewhere it is crashed, then the whole application get down, the whole application will be crashed. But if you if you developed it as a service way, microservices way, suppose the logic in mobile application, mobile service having some issue, then only the mobile service will not work, but remaining all products are accessible by the customers. Only the mobile logic, mobile application will not work. Similarly, it applies to any service. So if any service crash, no problem, remaining services are running properly. This way your application at least working and serving to customers. So in this scenario, we will sometimes the developers ask us to, they will say, they will use some sequence saying that we have some jobs, these jobs build sequentially. So this job 1 is depending on job 2 and job 2 is depending on job 1, and job 3 is depending on job 2, and job 4 is depending on job 3. So this sequential dependency will be this. For example, this is another scenario. This is another scenario. Microservice is one scenario, and the one I'm discussing is another scenario. So some products, some exes are depending on their upstream. Upstream means if job 2 to work properly, then job 2 has to wait till job 1 is completed, and this job 2 internally using the services of job 1. If job 1 is ready, only then job 2 can be built by the maven tool or ms build tool or any tool successfully, and job 3 can be executed only if job 2 binary file is available, because job 3 using services of job 2 build exe. So there, this way there is a dependency. So at that time we have an option called build after other projects are built. This option we have to select. So today what we will see how to do this. It's very simple. So job 1 first executed, then job 2 has to wait till job 1 is executed. Similarly, job 3 and job 4. So job 2 is depending on job 1, right? And job 3 is depending on job 2, right? So this way we have to build now. That is a requirement. So what I will do, I will create 3 jobs now, 4 jobs. Job 1 is already there. Let me create few more jobs. So since I don't have different projects, different services running, I will take the same code, and I will use, and I will show you that, uh, assuming that we have 4 different projects. And for this, I'm not making it parameterized. The first one is parameterized. This one I'm making as main, right? Let's create, first of all create, and then we will change it to from if you selected by default, then your job when you build it will fail. So when it fail, when you get error, go through the error, read it properly, then you will come to know that Maven is failing. Maven fails only one reason: either you have not installed the plugin, or you have not selected the plugin which you have already created. You have to select it. Fine. Let's run this job. Let's see whether it is running or not. It's working properly. Then let's create one more job. Okay, one more last job. Let's create 3 jobs. All 3 jobs are running fine. So all these activities, what are you doing in interview? They will ask you, explain what you doing in your real time, what activities you do in the real time. You can explain all this. Nothing different they will do in the real time. Whatever you're doing, you just explain in the interview. That's it. Even we will be doing more. So coming sessions also we will be going through whether various tools. It applies to every tool. Whatever you are learning in the interview, you just have to think it as you are doing it in your real time. You just tell him. That's it. Don't you what do you call? Don't afraid. If at all he says, how can you do like this? If he says, you simply say, in our company we do like this only. Simple. Why I'm saying like this? Because there is no some international standard over there. We have to work this way only, that way only. Every company follows different ways. In his company, maybe he's following different way, but don't worry. He may be right. You also right. You also right. Both are right. So keep this in mind so that you will be confident while answering the questions in the interview. Never hesitate and never think that we have never did this. You are doing it already. Every day you practice it. Every day you practice 2 to 3 hours at least. You will get the confidence. You think like this. You are practicing. You are preparing for the interview. You are not learning the course. You practice. You don't think it as a new thing. It's very simple if you practice it every day. Now next step is what? Build step. Just invest on yourself. Just invest some time on yourself. That's all. Now build now. Now it's also built. Now 4 jobs are there now. Now job 1 doesn't have any condition. Job 1 does not have any condition. It will run independent. It will start. For that, what I will do, I can build it. When I build it, only job 1 will run. But job 2 has to watch job 1. It has to watch job 1. So if job 1 is completed, immediately job 2 should start building. And then job 3 should watch job 2 and job 4 should watch job 3. So how job 2 should watch job 1 whether it's completed build or not. For that, we have to do a setting in job 2. Go to job 2 configuration, click this down arrow, directly go to the configure. In this section, click on build triggers. Here build after other products are built. Select this one. So projects to watch, right? Projects to watch. Which project? This job 2 has to watch. This is a job 2 shown here. Which it has to watch? It has to watch job 1. So we have a list of jobs. When you say here, we have a list of jobs shown here. All the jobs will get as per the text which search whatever you typed that one. So job 1, you should watch job 1. It can watch multiple jobs as well. That is the reason we have a comma over there. It can watch multiple jobs as well. So it can wait till job 1, job 3, job 4 completed, then job 2 should run. That could be a sequence. Any way. So I'm removing this comma now. As of now, I want only one job. That's it. I'm done with it. And here when you click, you have again 4 options here. It's asking if job 1 fails, for example, trigger only if build is stable. That means job 1 is successful, then only you start job 2. That is one option. Trigger even if the build unstable. That means the job 1 is not properly built or it's in between, it's not properly building, it's taking time, it's not unstable, then also you start job 2. Trigger even if the build fails. Suppose job 1 failed, then also you start job 2. Once job 1 failed, then immediately start job 2. Always trigger even if the build is aborted. If some reasons job 1 is aborted, then also you start job 2. These are scenarios, but now mostly we won't choose them. Most of the time we won't choose them. We will trigger only if the build is stable, then only start job 2. Now apply, save. Now again go to dashboard. Now job 3, click on configure, go to build triggers, build after. Now job 2 3 should depend on job 2. Now this is job 2. Apply, save. Finally job 4, this will depend on job 3. Apply. Now done. So if you see carefully dashboard, if you click on job 3, for job 3 upstream is job 2 and downstream is job 4. So we call it as upstream projects and downstream projects. In the interview, if they ask you what is upstream projects, what are downstream projects, you can explain them this scenario. You can explain them that scenario. So how you build upstream and downstream projects, how you build, then simply explain him. So we have to set in the configure. In the configure, we have to go to the build trigger section. In the build trigger section, we have to select build after other products are built. Here, we have to select which products to be watched. So these options, everything you have to remember while explaining. So you practice. You just memorize this. When you practice, you will remember something. But add on top of it, some memorize also. It helps you. So if you explain them, then they will understand that you have worked on it. So for every job like that, for every job, for example job 2, for job 2 job 1 is upstream, and after job 2 is executed, then job 3 will start. That is the downstream. Let's start now. Let's go to and let's start job 1. When job 1 I build, then once job 1 is built successfully, then job 2 will start automatically. We no need to build it. Similarly, job 3, job 4 will start automatically. Now let me, here I'm building, clicking on build option, and here you observe when job 1 is building, and in the build queue our job 2 will come and sit over here. Similarly, job 3, job 4 will sit here, and one by one they come into the executor status. They will be executed here. Click on job 1 now. Now I'm choosing build option. Yeah, I'm selecting build option. Now go to dashboard. You watch here. Job 1 is building. If you observe, job 1 is building, and once job 2 sitting in the build queue now. Now a few seconds, job 2 will start executing now. Observing, right? Job 3 also started, and now job 3 is building, and job 4 will come into the build queue. Right? Any questions, please? Any questions, please? So this way, sequentially, we can execute multiple jobs. Next, what is next topic? Next topic is, like if you remember in AWS cloud, in cloud we learned about a concept called identity and access management. Identity and access management. In that, what we did as a root user, we have created IAM users, right? So for every user, we have given some permissions, some restricted permissions. Similarly, here also the same concept available. Here also that requirement is there. Why? Because in real time, different users will log into our Jenkins dashboard. So normally in real time, there could be developer. Developer will be there. Okay, developer team, mostly in this team there could be 15-20 developers will be there, right? They also come. They will log into the Jenkins machine, and testing team also will be there. Okay, so in each team, as I told you in Agile, every team will have at least two testing team. So like that, 10 teams if are there, then 20 teams will be there who are testing. Sorry, 20 testing team will be there. People will be there who are testing the application regularly. They will log into Jenkins dashboard, and they will do the activities. So what activities they will do? Maybe they will see the now they will see the status of the running jobs, whether they build it successfully or not. Okay, and similarly, we ourselves, DevOps engineers, we will be somewhere 2 to 3 DevOps engineers will be there. We will be doing other activities. We will be running jobs. We're doing building some pipeline. We're writing some pipeline code. Somebody creating different activities they will be doing on the Jenkins dashboard. So each member having their own roles. So every developer, every testing member, every DevOps engineer will have their own account. Now I have logged in as a admin. If you remember, same like IAM. In IAM also, as root user I'm logging in, but in real time, you will not log in as a root user, right? You will log in as a IAM user, right? Similarly, here the developers team or testing team, what they do normally, they will run the jobs, they will run their jobs, right? And they'll test whether the job is running fine or not. Even we do, they also do. Sometimes in some companies, developers do that. Testing team also do that. They will run the job, and they will see whether what is the output. And as a DevOps engineer, what we will do? We will create the jobs, we will edit the jobs, right? We will delete the jobs if required. We will also run the jobs. Most of that, like these activities, we'll do multiple times, right? But developer or testing team members, they should not able to modify the jobs, right? Sometimes we will not allow some teams not to, at least not to run the job. We will not allow him to run the job. We will allow him only to view the job. So how can we give some such restriction so that he can only view the job and should not able to run the job? So like this we can give restrictions. Like that we can give restrictions, right? So let's see how we can do that. Go to manage Jenkins. The manage Jenkins, if you see here, we have on the right side we have users. Here create, delete, modify users that can log in to this Jenkins, right? I can create users as a DevOps engineer. I want to create. And security, secure Jenkins. Define who is allowed to access, use the system. So when you click on security, for example, so in the security, if you see carefully, by default, security realm is there. Realm in that Jenkins own database. Some companies directly attach their database to Jenkins. So normally they call as what do you call? They call LDAP. They can attach their LDAP to the Jenkins. So in LDAP, the company always already contains the user information. So they can connect the LDAP or they can use the Jenkins own user database. So normally LDAP normally it's called as a lightweight directory this protocol. They can attach LDAP directly to our Jenkins. So here is a LDAP option, Unix user group database, none. So various ways we have in this, they have the user information, user information. So here we are using now Jenkins own user database. So in Jenkins, my own database, what I have, duplicate this window, go to dash manage, click manage Jenkins. In this, let me go to users. Okay, click on users. You see, as of now, I am only there. Only admin is there now. So this where the admin is stored, it is stored inside the, see, observe carefully, Jenkins own user database. So this is the one. So in this database, admin is there. If I create a new user, I can create. For example, click on create user. Username, I will say developer one. A mistake right here. Full name also developer. Email ID is also developer one. Something you can give like this. So I'm creating user, username is developer one. So when I log in with username here, in place of admin, I will get developer one as will be shown here, and password full name. Create the user. So a new developer is created now. Okay, one developer is created. Similarly, let me create one more developer, one more tester, for example, tester one. Right. Developer one, tester one. We have to Now let's play with these two people and go to security Jenkins again here. Here authorization. By default authorization saying that logged in users can do anything. Logged in users can do anything. If you drop down, we have other options: legacy mode, matrix based security, project based matrix authorization strategy. Various options are there. If you take matrix based authorization security, right, what you are seeing here we are seeing various options like overall, credentials, agent, job, run, view. Various options are there, right? In this, if you see job, under job, what this person can do, all shown under job section. Here you can do build. If you put a mouse over here, if you put mouse over here, you can see job build, job slash build it's coming. That means it's under job section. If you scroll just the beside one, you'll see agent slash. That means it's coming under agent section. Okay. When you are selecting, you can see which checkbox you are selecting. It comes under job. So if I select build now, for example, this user can build it. He can configure it, he can create, he can delete the job, what he can, okay, read the job, you can do these things, for example. And overall, normally we'll see overall will have, normally we will give administrator will have overall administrator. If you select administrator, then you will have all permissions overall. Credentials, so when you log in, if you want to see the dashboard, then you should give under credentials. After login, you can select on view, so that when you click on view, you will be able to log in and we can able to view the dashboard. So these two mandatorily you have to provide for any user, for whatever role you may be having, whatever permissions you may be having. These two you have to select. Agent agent, this comes when we know what is master slave nodes. When you know what is master node and what is slave node, then you can understand what is agent. Agent is nothing but when you presently we are working on master node. This is called master node. This master node, what we did, what we are doing, we are creating jobs. And also what are we doing, we are also building the jobs in this master node only. But in real time we will not do like that. In the master node we will create only jobs, and building jobs will not be done on the master node. That job, building job, will be dedicated to another server. We have to create another new instance, EC2 instance. In that instance, we have to do the build thing. The build, whatever you build you do, that job you have to do in that server, not in the master node. That means your master will connect to that another node, and it will assign the build job to that server, and the build will be completed. Then master, the result will be shown on the master node again. Whether the build is success or not, that will be shown on the master again. If you're using that architecture, master slave node, and on the master node, what activities you can do by this user, that you can select. On that master node, what this person can do, those things we have to select here. But sometimes we need another option, like for some users we have to allow only particular jobs to be shown. For example, here job 1 is there. For example, go to dashboard. Here four jobs are there, but I don't want to show them all these jobs. I want to show him only one job. For example, simple web app. This is a job I want to show him. Simple web app, only this one I want to show him. Create it. And here I don't want to do anything, I don't want to pull anything, just I want to build for sample purpose. I will say execute shell. In this say I will say echo welcome to Jenkins, something simple. I'm not building, I'm not making it complicated. So apply, save. Now if you go to dashboard, I have one more job called simple web app. Okay, let's build it. Sometimes if it's not responding, just refresh. Sometimes your dashboard will not respond. You see it's already built. I think it built twice. You see it's showing number 2. I press two times is built, but it sometimes it won't show here sometimes. Why? Because It's a simple echo command, right? So it's very fast, lightning fast. It successfully built. So if you go here and if you see here, go to console output, this output has been displayed. Welcome to Jenkins is done. Fine, it is fine. Now my requirement is that I want to show him only this job, not the remaining jobs. For that, here that much level of security is not here. Only jobs whether executed or not, these things are there, but to show him only particular job, that conditions are not there in this. In the authorization part, it won't have that option. So I want to authorize him to only see one job, that is simple job. So these authorization tools, whatever shown here, these are not sufficient. So for that, we have to install a plugin. Another plugin we have to install, that is called a role-based authorization strategy. We have to install a role-based authorization. This plugin has to install. If I install this plugin, then I will get all these, and on top of it, I will get another option. Using that option, I can restrict the user to see only one job, or only these 4 jobs, like that. So let's install the plugin, and when I install the plugin, then the plugin will be shown added over here. As of now, we have 5 options here. A sixth one will be shown here. For that, we have to install the plugin. So go to manage. Here, one more drop down coming, right? Directly click over here. I have to click on plugins here. Click on plugin. Leave. Directly I am into here. Click on available plugins. Here you type role based. Role based. Hyphen is there. Role hyphen based. Okay. When you type role, you will get this role based authorization strategy. This plugin I have to install. Select it. Install. It's saying restart Jenkins when installation is complete. Not required. It is not required as of now. No problem. Go to again our manage Jenkins. This time I want to go where? This time I want to go into our security, right? Go to security. Now this time authorization, here if you put down, you will see another option came, role based strategy. This now we just now installed. Click on this plugin. Now apply. And one thing I forgot, so take it as an assignment. It is not an assignment, but see, maybe I have not shown you, but if you see carefully, this users used to be here on the right side, but now it came down. Why? Because a new option added here, manage and assign roles. This one will not be there before you install the plugin role based. When you install the role based plugin, only then this option will come over here. Before that, it will not come over here. In the interview, if they ask you how you restrict a user to launch or do some activities only on particular job, then you can explain we have to install role based strategy plugin, and using that we can restrict the user to do activities on particular job, only those particular jobs. So let me click on, instead of security, now once in the security I've selected role based. You see in this we selected role based. Because of selected role based, that is the reason now this will come. You click on this manage and assign roles. Handle permissions by creating roles and assigning them to users and groups. Click on this. It's same like our whatever we are doing, whatever activity we are doing, it is same like our IAM, identity and access management. Whatever we did there, that is the same purpose we are doing here. Now if you see here carefully, manage roles, assign roles, permission templates, role strategy issue macros. Out of this, I am interested on these two, manage roles and assign roles. In manage roles, we will see global roles, right? And we see item roles. Item roles is very important. This one is not there before. In the previous option, this one is not there. Item role allows us to restrict a user to access to see only some that particular job only. Now, as of now, this item role we will see later, but as of now, let's do one thing. We have two users, right? In this, we have two users. Go to manage Jenkins. We have two users. Go to users here. Developer one, tester one. Now let's do with developer one. So I will do what? Role to add. So already admin is there. I myself I am the admin. Overall is administrator. Is administrator. Now for the administrator, no need to check anything because he's administrator. He can do everything. No need to specifically select this and that. He can do everything. I want to add a new role. New role. If you remember, we created groups over there in the IAM. Read only EC2 instance, read only permission group, read only S3 permissions. That permissions we have given to the group, right? If you remember, the same thing we have to create a new role now. New role. This new role, what I will do, uh, something like suppose he should not able to execute our job. He should not able to execute our job. He should only able to see my job. Then only uh, read only hyphen role. Okay? Jobs read only role. Okay, something like that. You can give any other name. This role I am to create. Already you see here a role is there, that is admin role. It is there already, but I am creating a new role. First, it's like a creating a group, like a group. I am creating a group now. I am creating a group now. Apply and save. Okay. Now assign roles. Click on assign roles. One moment. Let me refresh it. What happened? Jobs read only role. This is the one I typed. Copy, apply, save. Assign roles. Some problem. Let me log in and log out. Actually, when I assign roles, when I say assign roles, here I should get like admin is coming like this, right? A new role should be added vertically like this. It's not coming. Some problem with the sometimes what happens, this Jenkins having some issues. Jenkins also having some issues. Don't worry. It also sometimes it will not work properly. Now go to our manage and assign roles. Go to assign roles. It's not coming up. Manage roles. Okay, add button is there. See the mistake, blunder mistake. That is enter the year. I did apply and save, right? But I'm not doing an add button, right? I'm not clicking add button. That is a mistake I'm doing. I'm sorry. It's not mistake with the Jenkins. It's mistake on myself. So click on add button. Now you see this role is added here. Job role read only role is there. Okay. Now here, what do we have to do? What I have to give? Overall, don't give administrator. Give just read permission. Credentials, just give view, just view permission here. Credentials view and overall view, so that you can log in your and you can view the console, the main console. On the right side in the jobs agent, I am not interested. I'm not working created any slave nodes, right? I'm on a different job. In this job I can only read option. I'm saying only read, nothing more than that. I can view the jobs. I cannot execute, create, or can manage anything. I won't see configuration also. I'm not selected it. Only three things, only read permission. Now this time apply. Hope you understand what I'm doing. Read to role to add, give the role new role name and click on add button. It will come up over here, and then it's same like a group. You have the group name here. To this group, what permissions you want to give? That permissions I have given to this group now. Now to this group, You can add users now. Same thing as we did in IAM. Don't confuse. Same thing. A group, and I'm giving some permissions like this by clicking here, and then apply, save. Now go to assign roles. Now you see vertically we got jobs read only role. So if you hover your mouse over here, it will show what permissions this job having. It's coming on the top. Permissions overall read, job read, credentials view. Those are the permissions given to this role, right? Now here if you see how many users, there are 3 users: anonymous, authentication user, admin. Admin already having belongs to this group or role admin. Next, what I will do, I'll create a user now, a new user. What I have to do, click on add user. Here you have to type, we have already a user called developer. Developer 1 is there. Okay, developer 1 is there. Now added here. To this developer, if I select him as admin, then he also can be administrator. Like a same whatever admin do, this developer can also do. But I don't want to give that permission. I want to assign him to this new role which we get just now. So this developer will have only read permission now. If you have any questions, please ask me. Then click on apply. Don't forget to apply and save. Simply log out. Now I am logging as a developer 1 now. Developer 1. Sign in. Now on the top you see developer 1 is logged in. And this developer able to view all the jobs. But can on the left side you see any options to create a new job. New item is not there. Configure is not there. Nothing is there. Right? No option is there. Right? Manage Jenkins. So here again the same cookie is there. Developer. So manage Jenkins. Those things are not there. You see no option. And you cannot build. You see, click on this drop arrow, you will see changes. That's it. You cannot build it. Click on job 1. Even you click on job 1, do you have any options? You can see what is the status of the previous builds. That's it. You can see the status of other builds. Nothing more than that, right? Hope you're understanding. So you cannot do anything. Now let me give him some uh, let me give him to, so that he can build the jobs. For that I have to log out from it, and again log in as admin. And simply what you have to do, go to manage Jenkins. So you no need to do anything with the user. Go to manage and assign roles. You no need to do anything with this role. Developer, you do not touch the developer. Developer belongs to this group. And let me create a new group, manage role. Now I will create a new group. Now this time I will say jobs. Okay, or I'll say execute any job dot role. Okay, this is a new one I want to give. Click on add button. Now a new role is created now. Okay, you can think it as a group also, just to match map what you learned in IAM. In IAM also we have roles. Those roles actually used to communicate between the services. Among the services we use roles over there, and groups and users are used to communicate between the AWS services, and DevOps engineers are users. That is the over there. That is a difference. But here they are saying roles, but these roles here is nothing but like groups. Now this role, the same thing, read and view has to be given mandatorily. And on the job, what you can do now, on the job you can do everything. For example, you can do mood, this one, create, configure, cancel, build, provision. Okay, these things you can do, right? This comes under job. Yeah, these operations you can do now. Now this person, whoever having this permission, group belongs to this group or role, he can do these operations. Apply, save, right? This role, now this role is there now. Execute job role is there now. Let's go to assign roles. Developer 1 already belongs to this group. Now another role, another group is coming here, execute any job. If you remove him and if you assign this, give this role, now if you remove and assign this role, now you can do, you can execute and do whatever you want. Now most of the things you can do now. Just previously was having this role, now remove this role and add this new role. That's it. Just plug and play. Apply, save. Now log out. This time you see, now you can see new item as well. You can see build history. Let me see options what you having here. You see you having build with parameters, configure, delete project. You can do everything whatever you want to do. Here it having build now. If I build it, so it's building now. So build number is 3. It should become should become 3 now. Now new build is started. Now count is should be 3 here. So it's not coming up directly. Just refresh it. It's 3 now. That means this developer 1 can do anything now, right? Finally, let's see this developer 1 now this time, or let's take tester this time. This tester has to see only one job, simple web job. For example, we have to allow him to see only one job, that is simple web app. So for that, how we can restrict, how we can change? Let's go to admin role again. This time, what I have to do? This is little bit tricky, but very simple, but little bit tricky. You have to scroll down, come down to item roles. You have to come down to item roles. When you have to come to item roles, whenever you want to execute a particular job. So first of all, item roles also same like the same thing whatever we did here. We have to create a role first of all. That is job only simple web app, something like that. This name I want. Pattern it is saying pattern. So how the job looks like? What is the pattern? Something like it looks like web app. Give a star over at the end. That's a pattern. How your jobs, the job name and star. That's a pattern. This is a new role. Role is the role name. This is a role name. You can give any name, but the pattern should match the job name and a star over there. Right now, what you have to do? Add button. Click on add button. As of now, if you see item roles does not have any roles here, right? When I add, a role will come here. Let's see. Add. When you see add, now you see job only simple web app role. Simple web app star is a pattern, right? Then what you want to do with it? I want to, what permissions you want to, what we have to do on with this. So first of all, credentials. Here also we have credentials. You see, in this credentials section, a view we have to select, right? Here also in the credentials select view. Next comes your job. So on this job, on this once the pattern is matched, you will be able to view job. Then on that job, what operation you want to do? Then you have to select read. I want to read. If only read permission you want to give, you can select read only. But you know what, if I do, if I select delete, create configuration, you can see do everything on that job, right? Let us give everything. You play with it without these options, with only read option what to do. This you play with it, okay? Then that's all. These are changes I want. This is one step. Step one, apply. Apply, right? Then next thing we have to do, this is done now. Now if you go to, if you go to the right, if you go to assign roles, for example, are you able to see this role here? In the item role we are seeing it. In item role we are seeing it. The same name should also add, this role should also added to this global roles. This role, whatever you create under the item role, this role has to be added onto the global role. Is it coming here? No. Okay, that is one issue. And next thing is that item role you created fine. This is you have created fine. But for which user you have to use this permission? that I have to add user. Here I will say tester 1. Okay. So this is tester 1. I want to give this role. Select it. Tester 1 selected. I have given this under item roles. This is fine. This is perfect. Next step, what we have to do? This role, which is seeing under item roles, this role has to be moved or shown here. This should come over here. Should come over here, right? Then what you have to do? Apply. Click on apply. Save. Here, the role name, whatever role name you have here, that you have to copy. Copy this role. Same role. Paste here. Add here. It's added now, right? In this, once it is added, already here we have selected what job should have and what view should have. Under credentials, we have selected view, and under job, we have selected all these things. And this role is added again here. Then for this job, under overall section, you have to select read. Of course, you have to select read. We should not select administrator, right? Read. And remaining this one, credentials under job, whatever is selected as job, right? These things you no need to do again because already it is mentioned over here, right? These values will carried forward. Only overall I'm selecting because overall was not here. Credentials I'm not touching because credentials already I'm selected here, and credentials here I'm not selecting like this. View I'm not doing it because I already selected view over here, and job also already have selected here. No need to select again jobs here. The only thing we have to do is that we have to add this job over here, and we have to tick that under read section because overall is not there here down. Overall is not there. That's it. So now this role having what permissions? Under overall, it contains this permission, read permission, and also these other permissions, whatever we added before. These things will get apply, save. Now assign roles. Go to assign roles. Now you see carefully, a job only simple web app role is there, right? Under this developer one is there, and here this tester already added here. The same tester I am adding here now again. Add user tester one. Okay. Now to this person, I want to apply job only simple web app role. Select it. Tester one only having this role now. This person now will view only whatever permission we have given under this role. Now apply. Save. Now log out. Log in as a tester. Now see this person is a tester one now. Now he able to see only one job, simple web app. He could not see job one, job two, job three. Now this guy can even execute, he can build it, he can do whatever he want. A simple job is already executed 2 times. When I refresh, it should count to show 3. It is showing 3 now. It is executed successfully. And if a developer one logs in, you can see all the jobs. Now see developer one able to see all the jobs. Tester can see only one job. Any questions, please? Any questions here, please? Okay, please practice these 3 concepts. Okay. And one small concept, just it will take 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Go to dashboard. No, first of all, get log out from your admin. For example, go to manage Jenkins or go to dashboard. Some companies will suppose when you're working for a product, for example, in Wipro or TCS, you are working, and you are working for a client, for an XYZ client, then whatever you jobs you create for executing the job should have some meaningful name. Something, it should not be like some job 1, job 2, job 3 like that. It should be having some meaningful name, so that if there are multiple jobs running, by seeing the name itself you should understand for which project you are working on. By seeing the name itself you should understand. If you see job 1, job 2, job 3 like this, you will not understand, right? You will not understand. So for that reason, we have to give some restrictions while naming the jobs. How can we give restrictions while giving the naming the jobs? Go to manage Jenkins, go to system. In the system we have introduced, we learned these basics: quiet time, SCM time. So it will connect to the our GitHub immediately. So you can change it to, you can give some gaps here, you can give some extend some time here, so that it will wait and then only it will try to connect to the GitHub. Now here you see restrict project naming. Restrict project naming. Select this one. So you can select a pattern. If you select a pattern, then that pattern can be given. Here I will say something like, here star dot star is there in the go, sorry, in this here in the beginning, leave that dot star, you leave as it is, leave it as it is. Here I want to say something like, the my project, for example, I am working for something like HSBC project, for example. Then HSBC hyphen, I will say, in that HSBC project I am working for something, some project name called AOT. This is a project HSBC having a project called AOT, and this is a pattern I required whenever you create a job. Then apply, right? Save now. Now let's create a job. Something I will try with now. I will try, say simply I will try again job 5, for example. If I say job, when I say job, something I'm typing, it giving an error saying that does not match the job name convention pattern HSBC AOT. That means you must give, in the beginning you must give this HSBC AOT. So for that reason, you should say HSBC AOT. HSBC is a project client name and AOT is a project name. Now you see, if you give now, after that you can give whatever name you want, job 5 or something, whatever you want, no problem. Freestyle, okay. Now go to dashboard. Now if you see, now the names are meaningful. Now the names are meaningful, at least the prefix is meaningful now. So this way we can restrict, this way we can restrict the names. So please practice these few things. I believe these are very easy. Only thing is that you have to just practice 2 to 3 times. If you practice, it is very easy. Role based one is a little bit tricky, that too for item role. Otherwise that also easy. Just practice with it and let me know if you have any issues, even after listening the recording. And if you get any issues, please let me know. And moreover, on Monday I'm not taking class due to holiday holy on that day. I'm not taking class on Monday. We will be connecting on Tuesday. Okay, we will connect on Tuesday. Please utilize these 3 days, and whatever you have not practiced the previous sessions, you practice them. And if you have any questions, we will connect on Tuesday and we will discuss if you have any questions. Or else just ping in the WhatsApp group. In the WhatsApp group, you ping where you are not able to do. You ping the screenshot, whatever way you want to convey, you mention over here or in that. And if anybody want to reply to that, answer it. Anybody can reply it. If nobody replying, I will wait and see, and then I will reply it. Okay, first you in the team itself you try to reply, better you manage. If not working, then definitely I will involve and I will help you out. Okay then, okay, have a great weekend.
Excuse me, mother.
Yes, please.
Which WhatsApp
Who
group
is
you are
this?
talking? I'm not added. This is Shibin.
Oh, oh, Shibin. Shibin, please
Nah,
please be online. Please be online.
okay, okay.
We will discuss on that. So rest of the others, you please discuss in the group. Okay. If any questions, let ask please. Otherwise, uh, we'll leave now. Okay. Have a great weekend. Take care.
Hello, Madan.
Hello. Hello. Yes.
Yeah, this is Revanti, Madan. Madan, I'm asking you to share the code which you have in
Rev,
your system.
uh,
So,
Revanti, when you clone, no, when you clone, you do one thing. Can you do a git clone on your git bash? I will give you. I will be sharing this notes today, right? In that anyway, by I do one thing. Wait a minute, please. I am copied now. Anyway, this one I will copy in the notes as well. This link this link will you will get the clone. When you clone, you will get code as well. Can you do right away git clone, please? I will wait on your git
okay.
dashboard right away. Please let me know if it's not working. I'm waiting. Yeah. Rajesh, you also can try this git clone. When you do git clone, anyway I'm sending notes today.
Okay, okay. I'm trying.
Yeah. Revanti, you have to just go to your any folder. Revanti, you have to go any
Yes, Madan.
folder.
First, I need to install the. Yeah, I need to create an instance, right? So I'm creating the instance.
No. Don't do that. Revanti, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? Don't do that. See my screen? Are you able to see my
Okay, okay. You
screen?
are saying directly from the system.
Ah, yes, correct. You are right.
Okay,
You are
okay.
right.
Got it.
That's what I got doubt. You are taking time. I got doubt. So maybe you're doing that
Yeah.
way. That's the reason. Shivin, you also try. You on your local screen, on your local desktop, right click and go to show more options. In that you click on open git bash here. This window will open, right? Right? This will open. Then here you say git clone, give space. And what I said, copy this link. This link you have to copy and paste here. Right click and paste. Okay. And when I press enter, fatal because in my folder already this folder is there. No, that is the reason. So what I can do, uh, let me create a new folder, something like this one, delete folder something. Okay. You can do it anywhere. Here in this delete folder, I'm doing what I'm doing, show more options, git bash here.
Yeah,
Here,
Madan, I
git
have
clone,
installed.
you, you got it right. Git clone
Yes.
and right click and paste the link, enter. So like this. Now I cloned it. Now go to our delete folder. Let's see. See this folder came here. Open it. You will see all the files. Right? Source
Yes.
folder is there. Everything is there. Right? You can use it. You can modify it as whatever way you want. You can push it after modifying. You can push it to your own repository. You cloned somebody's code. You can move it to your own repository. No problem. That way you can do practice.
Yeah, okay, Madan, thank you.
No problem. You please ping in the chat if you have any issues. I will help you out. No problem. Thank you. Have a great
Yeah,
weekend.
sure.
Take care.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank
Thank you. Bye.
you. Okay, Shib. Yeah, thank you. Bye. So, okay. So, Shibin. Okay, Rajesh, it applies to you as well, right?
Okay, okay. Yeah.
Right, right. One moment. I'm